Or how much or how little matter do you actually need to be able to make these calculations?
Yeah, so I can only do this when I have about 5 grams of pure quartz out of the dust. So 5 grams is quite a lot of material.
How do you collect it?
I just go outside and I grab some. No, to be fair, the sampling is the most important part, because if you get the sampling wrong, then your answer is going to be wrong. You almost have to know what the history of the material is before you try and determine that history with the technology. So you literally, I go up to rocks and I chip some material off. I go up to sediments and I just grab a scoop of sediment, and then back in the labs it's a matter of extracting elements from those samples. So it's a lot of chemistry, and then it requires high energy particle accelerators. Like, you can't see it on the radio, but the thing behind me there, to actually measure these very, very low concentrations. We're talking concentrations that are equivalent to measuring 1 second in 32 million years worth of seconds.
Wow.
It still blows my mind too.
Derek, thank you so much for joining us. That was absolutely fascinating.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thanks to some bad news about the impact of dust on our health, we've explored dust in granular detail. How sand from the Sahara is a vital part of Amazonian ecosystems, and what the interaction between cosmic rays and dust can tell us about the planet we live on. Still to come, we answer a question from one of you listeners. Does spitting in your goggles stop them from fogging up? Plus, a rare example of physicists making things a bit too simple. And what do a Norwegian jazz musician and cosmic dust have in common? Find out after this.
This is the BBC World Service, where BBC Eye is uncovering the truth behind the deadly events on the streets of Bangladesh in 2024.
An estimated 1,400 people lost their lives during last year's huge anti-government protests.
The gunfire was relentless, like rain falling from the sky.
The Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, has resigned and fled the country.
A year on, a lot has changed in Bangladesh, with a new interim government, and the country's former leader of 15 years is under investigation for committing crimes against humanity. I'm Ridhi Jha, and I've been investigating what happened during the July Revolution and who was responsible.
The battle for